Hello and welcome to FPL Mate, your best mate for fantasy Premier League content for the 2020-21 season. My name is Dan and today we're talking about FPL tools and websites that I guess I really wish I knew about much earlier than I actually found out about them. So all of these tools are sort of websites and tools I use every single week. Some of them I use every single day and they really enhance my FPL experience. So some of them make FPL far more fun with mini leagues and stuff. Some are really useful and help unlock some information that is sort of hidden by the official FPL website. So it sort of adds a bonus extra information on top of the stuff you get from the FPL site itself, the official one. Some of them just drastically, amazingly improve your ability to play FPL by unlocking some really important information. And some of them are just great for like advice and working out your game plan, your strategy and stuff like that. But they're all really useful in their own ways. And honestly, like I said, I wish I knew about them sooner, and therefore I'm going to share them with you guys. If you do enjoy any of these tools that you see today and you think you want to go away and use them, please do leave a like if you find this video useful, I guess. And if you're new around here, please do consider subscribing. Plenty of FPL content on this YouTube channel every single day pretty much, just to help you improve your game in FPL. And yes, so without further ado, I suppose let's go on to the first website. And before I go on to them, I just want to say all of these are they're all browser based, so no need to download anything whatsoever. Most of them are completely free. Some of them offer some premium options and stuff like that, but yeah, no download, free to use for the most extent. So yeah, you can just hop straight in and use them, and all of the links will be in the description. So yes, let's have a look. So my first tool here, you might have seen me talk about this before, is FPL Statistics.co.uk. So what this website does is it shows you when a player's price is going to rise. Now, I've put this first because I really think this is the most important website in all of FPL. If you're going to use the FPL website itself and one other website, make it this website, because it really is that useful just for identifying when a player is going to change in price. So this is how it works. Let me try and explain to you how it works. So you've got your list of players here: Fernandes, De Bruyne, Gabriel, and these are all of the players that are at the top of the list of most likely to change in price. As you can see over here on the right hand side, we've got a tab called the target. When the target reaches 100 or more, that means the player is likely to go up in price at 2:30 AM GMT. So tonight, for example, it looks like Fernandes, De Bruyne and Gabriel from Arsenal are all going to go up 0.1 million in price. So Fernandes will be 10.6, De Bruyne will be 11.6, Gabriel will be at 5.1. So yeah, tomorrow morning when I wake up, I'm imagining that all of those players would have gone up in price. There's some close ones here as well. So Mitchell, you can see, is at 91.6. That could reach 100 by 2:30 AM tonight. So he could potentially go up. Same with Calvert-Lewin, and then you sort of go down the list a little bit where there's some less likely players to go up. So Jamie Vardy probably won't go up tonight, but he looks like he could go up in the next couple of days. You can reverse this tab by clicking on target again, and you can see players that are likely to drop in price as well. So Minamino looks like he's going to drop in price. Saliba's going to drop in price. Cedric, Mane could potentially, and then down the list, these look slightly less likely to drop down in price overnight. But you know, I tend to check this website every single day just to see who's close, just in case I need to make an early transfer, because there's often times where you only have the exact amount of money to make a transfer, and if the player you're selling drops one price, or the player you're buying raises one price before you get to them, then you're in trouble and you can no longer make that transfer. So obviously this is all going to look slightly different by the time this video is out, or by the time you watch this video, but as of what's today's dates, the 15th of September, it looks like Fernandes, De Bruyne and Gabriel are going to raise in price tonight. So if you are looking at making those transfers and you are watching that today, this video today, go ahead and make those transfers. So that's how that website works. It's fplstatistics.co.uk, and yes, super important. So next up, I'm going to show you fantasyfootballhub.co.uk. Some of you might recognise this, as of course this wonderful website is a very kind sponsor of my channel. they do have some free stuff on their website, but the good stuff I think is hidden hidden behind the paywall. So you've got to pay for premium to unlock all of the real good stuff that is the super useful stuff. Of course, I do, as always, have a 25% discount code if you want to use that in my description, as always. So do click on the description discount code if you want to have a look and try out the premium options, even if it's just a month's membership or whatever. But yeah, I want to show you a couple of the things on Fantasy Football Hub. So I've got in front of me here the Opta Stats tool, where you can look at all kinds of different Opta Stats. I've got it set to goal threat at the moment, but you can choose any kind of other things: creativity, passing, involvement, set pieces, anything you like that. And at the moment, I've set it to have a look to see which player out of Game Week 1 players had the most shots in the box. So that's this tab here, in shots in the box. So I'm looking at Salah. He got 8 shots in the box. Barnes got 5 shots in the box. And this is just an example of one data set you can have a look at. But I'm looking at what kind of players are taking a lot of shots and therefore are likely to get goals. But you can, of course, change this to anything else. Non-penalty expected goals is a stat I like a lot. So Jimenez there, you can see he looked very likely to score last game. But, at the moment, it's just one game week's worth of data. So take all of this with a pinch of salt, but I find it really useful to look at a statistical analysis of each game week. I do want to show you I guess I'll show you just this one other tool from Fantasy Football Hub, and this is the Fixture Ticker, which you may have seen this in previous videos as well that I've made, because again, this is just something I use. So here we can look at who has the best fixtures. So you can see sort of the darker colours represent bad fixtures and the lighter colours represent good fixtures. And we can, of course, order them as well, who has the best fixtures. So looking here, it looks like Wolves have the most light coloured fixtures. They've got the hard Man City, but after that West Ham, Fulham, Leeds, and we've automatically identified that Wolves have some very good fixtures coming up. Without having to go through all of the teams individually, we can see them all in one place. Wolves have the best fixtures, followed by Spurs, then Fulham, Everton, etc, etc. But this is on the attack fixture rating at the moment, because this website actually very cleverly organises this by attack and defence. So if you want to look at your defenders, how difficult your fixtures are for defenders, you can switch to defence by clicking on that, and then we'll reorder that again, and we can see that the Fulham actually have the easiest fixtures for their defence. So yeah, this tool is really useful. It's something I like to use throughout the whole season, just to get an idea of who has the best run of fixtures, I guess. So it's really useful for that. But there's also some articles and stuff by pro FPL players that sort of give tips and advice, similar to what I do on YouTube, but in the form of text stuff. So if you're into reading your FPL rather than watching your FPL, you might enjoy that as well. So we'll move on to the next site anyway, and this is FPL Alerts. Now, the reason I like FPL Alerts is because it shows you very clearly the bonus points from each player. So, as you know, there's a bonus point system within the FPL, and the 3 players with the most bonus point system scores will get your bonus points. So, let's look at the Fulham versus Arsenal game, for example. You can see that we've got Gabriel had 37 bonus point system points. Willian 35 bonus point system points, and then Lacazette drew with Leno for 29 there and there. So therefore we can see here Gabriel is has the most, Willian has the second most, and Lacazette and Leno share 1 bonus point each. The reason why I find this super useful is because it updates in real time, so you can sort of see if one of your players is close to getting another bonus point, or if it looks like I need 1 more goal from this player to get a bonus point. I need a clean sheet to get a bonus point, and sort of, although it doesn't help you win anymore, it gives you access to this live information that obviously isn't provided on the FPL website, and every single game for that game week is all displayed on one page, and you can have a look as things go along, as minute by minute, who has the most bonus points points in the bonus point system, and who is the most likely to get the bonus points. So that's why I like this one. It's just sort of useful for that, and yeah, you can go through every single game week as well. Obviously game week 2 hasn't started yet, but I'll be on here next week having a look at that. So next up, I've got for you live FPL, and I guess I have to apologise firstly because this website doesn't really scale very well to fit the screen, so a little bit has been cut off at either side. But please do try and ignore that. But this is livefpl.net, and livefpl.net gives you your live rank in the world. So you can be 10 minutes into a game week and it will tell you exactly where your live world ranking is. As well as that, you can compare your game week score to the top managers and sort of the overall managers. So if you can see over here, I got 64 points this week. The top managers, so the eager managers as they're being called at the moment, they had an average score of 63.68 points. That's their average point. So I can tell that out of the eager managers, I was slightly above average. So amongst the good managers, I guess, I was slightly above average, which is really, really positive to hear. And then obviously you've got here the overall managers, so every single FPL manager in the game, what their average score is. And it's sort of, you can't see it now, but this is more useful, much more useful, in fact, actually during like midway through the weekend's fixtures and stuff like that. So you can see, you can also see like how many live points an average FPL manager has. You can see how many average players the average FPL manager has left to play. So you can tell, you can extract loads of stuff, and sort of it gives you all kinds of data. And then you can go down here, you can tell how many points you are away from being number one in the world, how many points you are away from being in the top 10,000 in the world. And then even further down, you can see how important each player is in terms of the overall ownership. You can tell how many points you gain from each individual match. So there's loads of stuff, but the important thing is it's all live data, which is what makes it so useful. And you can sort of check, how am I doing so far this week against the rest of the world, against the overall average, rather than having to wait till the next day when the FPL website is updated. So yeah, I find it really useful just because sometimes I get a little impatient. I want to see how I'm actually doing in real time, and Live FPL provides all of the tools to check how well you're doing in real time. And finally, I've got one more for you, and that is FPL Gameweek. This, I guess, I would have to say, although it's not the most useful, it's definitely my favourite. I've got up on screen here the FPL Mate Patreon League. So if you do want to join the FPL Mate Patreon League, please do go into the description and sign up to my Patreon, and you can join in on this exclusive league, I guess. And yeah, so this tool is sort of, it's good to sort of compare yourself and your mini league. So you enter your FPL code or your FPL name, and then you can choose your favorite mini league, and then you can sort of see everyone in your favorite mini league and see how they're doing. But again, this is all updated live. So say we're sort of 10 minutes into a game week. I've got a Aubameyang in my team, and I know no one else in my mini league has a Aubameyang. It's 10 minutes into the first game of the game week, and Aubameyang scored. I want to see exactly where that puts me. So Aubameyang scored. That will add a lovely 5 points to my total score, and I will see again in real time me shooting up the table over here on the left. But there's far more to it than that. It's very easy here to look at sort of your rivals' teams as well. So let's look at Rice Baby topping the Patreon League, and yeah, he's doing pretty well here, as you can see. But I can see what players he has, what players he doesn't have down here a little bit lower on the screen. And also, you can compare who he has to who you have, and yeah, it's quite useful. Also on here, it will show you sort of if anyone's used a chip. So you can see on this column the chip column. So if someone's used a chip that week, it will tell you. Yeah, I guess those elements are sort of help you to look through all of the data in your mini league and what everyone's up to in your mini league without having to click on everyone's individual team. I know that can be a little bit annoying. So here you have it all on one page, all updates live. So it's super useful way of using that. There is a little bit more than that though. But what I also like about here is comparing with your mini league, but you can tell which player is sort of most important. So here you have the importance tab, and you can sort of see in here how important each individual player is compared to the other guys in your mini league. So I can see that Reece James here has a 78% importance within this mini league for me personally, because not many other people have Reece James. So if Reece James scores well, that's really important for me. Whereas someone like I guess Timo Werner is at a 0% importance, which tells me that every single other person in the mini league has Timo Werner. Salah's actually on a minus 11% importance because I'm guessing multiple people own him in the mini league, but people also have him captain, and I don't have him captain. So I can tell that I don't want Salah to do well. It doesn't matter if Werner does well. It doesn't matter if Walker-Peters does well. But it's really important for me that Ryan does well, that James does well, that Mitrovic does well as well. So there's a few really important I guess things that help you understand your position in your mini league a little bit better. So these are all different, really different tools that really help you in all different unique ways, I guess. But yeah, I recommend them all. Like I say, I use them all. I wish I knew about all of them a little bit sooner in my FPL life, but I didn't. So, but hopefully this can help you guys. You know, try them out. Honestly, try them out. They're like all free to use at least, even if you want to go for the premium options after that. Then that's up to you. But yeah, go check them out. Let me know if you find any of them useful. I am interested to know if this kind of stuff helps you out at all. But yeah, please do leave a big like on this video if you found it useful. Please do subscribe if you haven't done already. As I say, plenty more FPL stuff to come. And aside from that, I suppose check out all the stuff in my description, like Twitter, mini league, Patreon, everything. But yeah, aside from that, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later, mates. Bye bye.